On the night of January 12, 2024, neighbors in an Orange County apartment complex heard gunshots around 9:30 p.m., but it would be over 2 hours before anyone called for help when a man began frantically knocking on doors claiming he and his girlfriend had been shot by a home invader. Inside the apartment on Woodhill Park Drive, 30-year-old Porsche Streeter lay dead in bed, with her 3 children ages 10, 2, and 1 beside her. But this was not a random home invasion. The man seeking help was Saun Range Jr., the father of those children, and investigators would later allege he orchestrated the entire crime. This documentary aims to present an honest and unfiltered account of the case surrounding the murder of Florida mother Porshe Nikita Cheney Streeter. Porsche Streeter, age 30, was a hairdresser and mother of 3 who was shot to death in her own bed. Porsche Nikita Cheney Streeter was born in 1994. She worked from home as a hairdresser, running a small business from her apartment in Orange County, Florida. Those who knew her described her as a dedicated mother to her 3 children, ages 10, 2, and 1. The apartment on the 7300 block of Woodhill Park Drive served as both her home and her workplace, where she built a client base and supported her family. Her name was the sole name on the rental lease. Streeter and Saun Landis Ranga Jr. had known each other since high school. The pair had 3 children together, but their relationship was characterized by instability. An arrest affidavit would later describe the relationship as toxic, referencing reports of domestic abuse and infidelity. Despite having children together, Ranga did not live at the apartment full-time. He would occasionally sleep over, but maintained a separate residence elsewhere. The couple had a pattern of breaking up and getting back together again. The relationship was marked by escalating dysfunction. In the days before January 12, 2024, the violence intensified. A friend of Streeter contacted police during the investigation and shared photographs showing Ranga had beaten Streeter just days before she was killed. Another person confirmed the incident, court documents show. On the night in question, the couple fought over items that seemed trivial but would prove significant to the crime itself. According to text messages between Ranga and Streeter, he took her phone charger and her apartment key without permission. Ranga was not supposed to have access to the residence at that time, police alleged based on the messages. On the morning of January 12, 2024, surveillance cameras captured Saun Range Jr. and Benjamin Garman Jr. driving near Streeter's apartment complex. Investigators alleged this was reconnaissance, with Ranga showing his accomplice where Streeter lived. Benjamin Garman Jr., age 26, was described by the Orange County Sheriff's Office as Ranga's friend. The surveillance footage would later prove crucial, documenting the planning and coordination that occurred hours before the murder itself. That evening around 9:30 p.m., Porsche Streeter was in bed with her 3 children when gunshots rang out. Ranga used the stolen key to enter the apartment, police alleged. Garman entered and opened fire. Streeter was shot 10 times, according to the arrest affidavit. The 3 children, ages 10, 2, and 1, were beside their mother when she was killed. None of the children were physically harmed in the shooting, but all 3 were present in the bed when their mother was murdered. Investigators alleged Rang and Garman then left the apartment, with Streeter dead or dying beside her children. The affidavit detailed how the pair departed the scene, leaving the 3 children alone with their deceased mother. This departure created a gap in the timeline that would later raise suspicions among detectives investigating the case. Evidence suggested Streeter had been dead for some time before any call for help was made. The children remained in the apartment throughout this period. The pair returned approximately 2 hours later to complete the staging of the crime scene. Garman shot Ranga in the arm, detectives alleged, to support the home invasion narrative Ranga would later tell police. The master bedroom door was kicked in to simulate forced entry. Rainga claimed the intruder stole $2,000 in cash and 3 cell phones. Video surveillance captured a man wearing a distinctive, brightly colored Ferrari coat, fleeing the apartment after the shooting. Social media photos showed Garmin wearing the exact same coat, the affidavit said. This distinctive piece of clothing provided a visual link between the suspect captured on surveillance and Garmin himself. Orange County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the 7300 block of Woodhill Park Drive around 11:50 p.m. on January 13, 2024. When they arrived, officials said they found both Streeter and Rainga with gunshot wounds. The 3 children were immediately removed from the home and were unharmed. Rainga was sitting on the floor with a gunshot wound to his arm. The door to the master bedroom was damaged. It appeared someone had kicked the door in. Inside the master bedroom, deputies found Streeter on the floor unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Rainga was transported to a hospital in stable condition. Rainga told investigators he came to the apartment to check on his family when a person walked in and shot them. Detectives immediately noted inconsistencies in his account. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said that seemed unlikely because Streeter had dried blood on her, contradicting Rainga's claim that he had just been speaking with her. A working surveillance camera showed the front door, but footage from the time in question was missing, and investigators believed Rainga deleted it. Detectives were also curious as to why the alleged home invader was so accurate in shots fired toward Streeter, but not so precise while shooting at Rainga. The investigation, spanning over 15 months, relied on what the Orange County Sheriff's Office described as good, old-fashioned detective work. Detectives analyzed hours of surveillance video from the apartment complex and surrounding areas. Surveillance cameras proved crucial to the investigation. The morning reconnaissance footage showed Rainga and Garmin together near the apartment complex, establishing their coordination hours before the murder. Video also reportedly showed a man wearing a distinct, brightly colored Ferrari coat fleeing the scene. The couple's 10-year-old child provided another critical link. The child's description of the intruder matched the surveillance footage images of Garmin, investigators said. Police were able to identify Garmin based on both the security footage and the 10-year-old's account. On Thursday, April 3, 2025, the Orange County Sheriff's Office announced arrests in the case. San Landis Raing Jr., age 32, was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder. Benjamin Garmin Jr., age 26, had been previously arrested and was being held at the Seminole County Jail. Both men faced first-degree murder charges in the death of 30-year-old Porsche Nikita Shawnee Streeter. The Orange County Sheriff's Office released a statement following the arrests. As of April 2025, both Raing and Garmin await trial on first-degree murder charges. Raing's next court date was set for April 8, 2025, according to arrest reports. Investigators alleged multiple motives drove Rainga to orchestrate Streeter's murder. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said investigators believed Rainga wanted Streeter dead because she would not give him custody of the kids and was hiding money from him. The evidence against the pair was extensive. A 36-page probable cause affidavit detailed the case against both men. Surveillance footage captured the morning reconnaissance and the evening of the shooting, including the distinctive Ferrari coat worn by the fleeing suspect. Witness testimony came from neighbors who heard the gunshots, friends who documented the abuse, and the 10-year-old child who identified Garmin. The affidavit highlighted a damning observation about Rainga's behavior. The case exposed the devastating impact of domestic violence escalation. 3 children, ages 10, 2, and 1, were present in the bed when their mother was murdered. The murder also highlighted law enforcement's ability to detect staged crime scenes through methodical investigation. Surveillance technology played a crucial role, capturing movements before and after the shooting. The 15-month investigation demonstrated the patience required to build a comprehensive case. For the community, the case served as a grim reminder of domestic violence occurring behind closed doors. Joralna Pierre-Louis, who lives near where the shooting took place, told reporters it was still a little terrifying. Ultimately, the case of Porsche Streeter serves as a stark warning about the escalation of domestic violence and the calculated nature of staged crime scenes. What are your thoughts on how law enforcement detects staged crime scenes? Do you believe the 15-month investigation timeline was justified for building a comprehensive case? Share your perspectives in the comments below. If you found this documentary informative, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more in-depth explorations of often overlooked lesser-known stories. Who else would you like to see us detail next? Your engagement helps us continue to shed light on otherwise unheard narratives.